Hey guys, I am in the car. Say hi to Mark.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm in the car, and I know today is Q&A, and I went and had my hair done today at noon, or at 10 o'clock, I guess, and it took just a little bit longer than expected, but I got 6 inches taken off. How do you like that? And it feels really good to get rid of all that weight. So anyway, today is Q&A. And don't forget, I don't have everything with me. Hi, Brenda. Good to see you. So sorry about the seasickness probably you guys are getting from watching this all over the place, but we are driving. Thank you, Brenda. She likes it. Yes, I'm back. Hi, Brenda. Another Brenda. We got Brenda too, Penny and Willow. Good morning, everybody. Sherry, I'm glad to see you too. Good afternoon. Good morning. Cute style. Thank you. Hey, it feels good. That's a lot. That was a lot of hair. And it's nice and straight like this, but it won't be for very long because, when you have a blowout, it's a whole different thing. And anyway, it's really nice to get that all done. So I don't know how to get rid of these comments, but anyway. Yay, Louise, you got me on live. Kimmy, thank you. Nice haircut. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here because I missed my normal time, and we were in the middle of Trader Joe's, trying to get things going, and it just, when you go into the big city of Asheville, you got to take advantage. So that was it. Everything's crowded up there, though. I'm ready to get to my side of the mountain and get quiet. Hey, Crystal, thanks for sharing, and Tracy, hi, good to see you. And there's Kim. Lots of people joining us. And Louise, good to see you too. Good to see everybody. So I had some questions specifically about intermittent fasting. I had like 3 people ask me about intermittent fasting, so I'm going to talk about that. Janice asked what the 4-minute workout was about, and I'm going to talk about that as well. And then I also had a bone broth question, so I will talk about those 3 things. Those were all the questions. But if you want your questions answered, you send them in to support@savingdinner.com. Sorry about that, you guys. I got to get this air on me. You send them into support@savingdinner.com, and I answer them. They get forwarded to me, and I will, give you my full attention and answer them. And then the other thing that you need to remember too is that we have a free, thanks for the love. I love that. You get a free book if you share the book enough. So anyway, that's what we have going on right now. And don't forget about the quote of the week. And I had Christy did something really neat. She was inspired by my quote of the week, and she put a quote up of the week in her boys' room getting ready for a race on Saturday. So I just thought that was a really cool thing. And thanks, Christy. I really appreciate it. She said, by watching Marla's and my Facebook Lives, it's inspired her. Her A1C is down. She's lost weight, and now she's giving quote of the day to quote of the week for her sons. So that's cool. Our quote of the week is, what you think about grows, what you dwell upon becomes your destiny. And I don't have the whole thing, but the quote is fantastic. And Casey, thanks. Casey said she likes my hair. Casey Randolph, who is right here, is my friend from high school's daughter. So and she's an absolute love bug. She's just like her mom. So it's good to see you. Hi, Casey. So yeah, having your having a quote, having something in front of your mind and something that's going to inspire you to be better. It's something that I have done for a very long time. I read a lot of books and what have you, but I'm going to just tell you, the biggest thing is writing out that quote in your own handwriting on a 3x5 card, putting it in the bathroom mirror, putting it on your computer screen or whatever, and having it look at you so that you have to think about it and you have it to mull over. And it's something that I do like right before I start my meditation practice in the morning, and it helps me to stay focused on things that I like. So that's the way that is. Hey, Rebecca, good to see you. Gavriella's there, and Andy, good to see you too. So I'm going to talk a little bit about intermittent fasting. This is something, Marla and I are both doing it, And I'm going to tell you some different practices, but I'm going to also give you, my particular skew on it. First of all, fasting, I just want to clarify, fasting is not starving yourself. Okay, so a lot of people will say, oh, but breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And you heard that from me over and over and over again. Well, here's the thing about breakfast. It's about breaking your fast. And when you do it, doesn't have to be first thing in the morning. Breakfast is a break of your fast. Okay? So you need to decide when to do that. Now, here's the thing for me. For me, starting off with a great big meal first thing in the morning is just going to set me up to want to eat a whole lot more easier later on. So if I don't eat until I'm hungry, that's the way we should be eating anyway, it's going to be later on. And what I have noticed and what I've found from my own personal study in intermittent fasting is I can keep pushing it back and pushing it back. Penny's asking, what about having diabetes? It just depends if you have diabetes type 2 or if you have diabetes type 1. Type 1, you work with your doctor. Type 2, you can push it out a little bit, but I don't know how dependent you are on insulin, or if you're taking insulin. I don't know where you are in the diabetic spectrum, so I can't really say. You really need to work with your healthcare provider on that. So there you go. And Kimmy just put the quote up. Thank you, Kimmy, because I don't have it in front of me. I can never memorize anything. She says, what you think about grows, what you focus on expands, and what you dwell on determines your destiny. And that's from Robin Sharma. He wrote the book, what is it? The Monk Who Gave Away His Ferrari or Sold His Ferrari or something. Really good book, by the way. I'm not driving, Julie. Julie says it's not safe driving down the road while making a video. It's distracted driving. Please pull over and wait. Well, thanks for the lecture, but Mark is driving. As you can see, this is him driving, and I am in the passenger seat. So there you are. Penny, type 2 and pills, I don't know. Hey, Roberta likes my hair. Thanks, Roberta. Yes, somebody else is definitely driving. I would never do this. I would never be looking at the screen and being distracted driving. That's just crazy. I don't text while I drive either, so there's that. So intermittent fasting is changing up how long you're going from the fast mode into feast mode. So you always take a look at that. Here's some different protocols, if you will, for intermittent fasting. And the easiest one to do when you start, when you're starting is to do a 12-12. So there's 24 hours in a day. You fast for 12 hours, and then you have a 12-hour eating window. And that doesn't mean you're eating constantly for 12 hours. It just means that between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. you're going to be eating. Anyway, so here's what you need to look at. If you can push it out a little bit more, it would be it makes a big difference on resetting your metabolism and resetting your appetite and getting to the place of understanding hungry. Because here's the thing, and when we wrote Body Clutter, I recommended eating 4 or 5 times a day. And the problem with eating 4 or 5 times a day is that it constantly keeps you in feast mode, and you never get to the place of actually feeling hunger. You feel hunger when you go 4 or 5 hours between eating, and so that's why I recommend that you definitely you need to have some time in between. At least go 12 hours. So that means you're gonna have to stop that evening snacking. Those evening snacks are just killers, and we don't need to be doing that. Understand that when you're in fast mode too, you have the ability to repair. That's when your body goes to work and does all the stuff that it needs to do. That's when it gets rid of old cells that don't need to be there anymore. It helps to build the new cells. It helps to repair muscles. All the things are happening. So keep that in mind. That's what intermittent fasting is about. Now, you can push it and you can go to actually 2 meals a day. And that's basically mostly what I'm doing is 2 meals a day. I'm breaking my fast with my smoothie, and it's usually 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And you saw me yesterday. I made that right. I made a smoothie for you. That was me breaking my fast. And then I'll wait because that smoothie is so filling. I won't be ready for dinner until, about 6. So that's fantastic because go all that way, and it has really taken my appetite down a notch, which is fantastic because I do like to eat. I'm a foodie. What can I tell you? I'm not a redefined foodie like Roberta is, but I am a foodie nonetheless. And I do like to, I love to cook. I love to eat good food. I like to shop for it. I just think it's such a pleasurable, fun thing to do, and it's something we have to do anyway, so why not make it great, right? So being able to do 2 meals a day has been really helpful for me, and I've dropped easily over these last since we've been here. I've dropped 5 pounds. So hey, I'll take it. I'm on it. Well, between 4 and 5 pounds. It depends on what the scale says that day. Let's go with the 5 though, right? Should we go with the 5? Anyway, so that's how fasting works. And Mary's asking, which is a good question, how does fasting affect adrenal fatigue? That is really going to depend on where you are on the hormonal spectrum. That is going to depend on where you are, like with your thyroid, because your thyroid and your adrenal fatigue are definitely connected. And it's also going to depend on where you are age-wise, and if you're in menopause or whatever, and how your sleep is. All of that is affected. So fasting, when you're doing intermittent fasting, your intermittent fasting really is for correcting your metabolism as far as your appetite and eating and being able to bring things back under control. It really is a good control mechanism. It's not for everybody. Definitely diabetics, absolutely 100% check with your healthcare provider. Also, I would really strongly recommend a book. It's called, goodness, somebody else is going to have to help me. I can't remember the exact name. Dr. Jason Fung, and it's the Obesity Code. That's what it is. It's the Obesity Code, and it's all about fasting. And his hypothesis is that insulin, which is the fat storage hormone, by the way, insulin is the culprit. And when you can control insulin and get your insulin back under control, you don't have raging blood sugar issues and all of that, then everything is going to start coming back into balance. And you do it with intermittent fasting. And as a matter of fact, he's a nephrologist, right? So he takes care of kidneys, and he sees a lot of diabetic patients. And he has people on these fasting protocols, intermittent fasting and extended fasting, who are type 2 diabetics. And he's able to do all kinds of miraculous things that I'm not going to make any claims about, but read the book. It's really well worth it. Research is behind it, science is behind it, and it's fantastic. Let's see what else. Yeah, you can make, and Rami's saying you can make the window work for you. And so you can start at 12 hours, you can go to 16 hours, you can go to 18 hours, and you can even do a whole 24-hour fast if you want. As a matter of fact, there's a diet called, I think, the 5-day diet or something like that, but it's basically you eat every other day and you have a 24 hours of fasting. And I had a friend who did that, and she lost a lot of weight, but she just couldn't keep it up. It was to your mindful eating plan. And I would just advise anybody who's starting, don't try to go for 12 to 12 hours. Okay, when you go from 12 to 12 hours, that's going to give your body just at least half the rest that you need. So there you go. Janice was asking, what is the 4-minute workout? The 4-minute workout is a workout that you can find on YouTube, and all you have to do is write 4-minute workout, Zach Bush, MD. Zach Bush, MD came up with this. And basically, it's all about getting nitric oxide to dump. When you dump nitric oxide, your body starts to mend and starts to work on your muscles. So he has you working these 4-minute, there's basically 4 exercises, all moving large muscle groups that are really easy to do and easy for, Marla's breaking them up into, she calls them her 1-minute exercise. And that works great because it's getting started on getting those big muscle groups all moving, and that's where you start. You should do about 4 of them, 3 or 4 of those sets, 10 each, And if you go to YouTube, he explains the science behind it. It takes you like, about 4 minutes to watch the video. So that's what the nitric oxide is all about. And at our age, women of a certain age anyway, we have a lot more difficulty building muscle. As we get older, we lose our muscle mass. This helps to build that muscle mass. Now, when I say build muscle mass, I am not talking about looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm talking about not having wasted muscle or losing muscle. So it's really an important exercise, and it's easy to do, and anybody can incorporate it. They advise you doing it 3 times a day for the maximum nitric oxide dump. But check it out. I mean, I think you'll be really intrigued by it. Also, Marla and I do the stairs, and we call it doing the flights. So the flights are every 45 minutes. Our, phones go off, our alarms go off, and we go up and down the stairs. I've started doing 4 at a time, and usually it's 3, and then I go and do throw some laundry in and do whatever. But then I've got to get back upstairs, so that adds up to 4. 3 is comfortable. 4 is a little pushy when I do them. I've got, I think, 15 stairs, 16 stairs. So yeah, and it's a nice angle. So it really, it's quite a bit of a workout, and I feel it in my butt and my legs, and I will tell you, I'm completely transformed by it. Well, not quite, but it does make you work out. So that's really helpful. So that's it about the 4-minute workout. So everybody go take a look at that and see if you can't start incorporating that in. It really does a good job. I will talk about HIIT training another time, but not this time. But HIIT training is something else that you can add in. That's different than the 4-minute workout. It's different than us doing the flights. But they're just these little workouts. My whole thing is let's make small workouts work, rather than taking, time off from your life, money at the gym and all of that. You don't need to necessarily do that. You can use your body weight for weight, because having weight resistance is really important especially for women of a certain age, because we lose our bone mass as well. This is terrible. We have all kinds of things going on. So anyway, that's the whole situation with the 4-minute workout. That's what the flights that Marla and I are doing, and join in and do it with us. Get yourself a body clutter buddy. There's tons of people here. Just tell somebody, hey, I need a body clutter buddy. I have mine, and boy, it just really helps keep me on track. So anyway, get yourself a body clutter buddy. All right, Alex, the last question was from Alex, who asked about the bone broth. Bone broth is a magical elixir, and she wanted to know, well, what's the difference between bone broth and just regular, whatever you make chicken soup with? And the thing is, it's basically what your grandma used to make, except the only difference is you cook it a little bit longer, and you throw in some apple cider vinegar, which pulls all those minerals out of the bone. And you're getting the glycine, you're getting collagen, you're getting the gelatin from the bones, you're getting L-glutamine, you're getting all kinds of things, the magnesium, the calcium, the phosphorus, you're getting all the stuff that's in there. So my strong suggestion is that you make some bone broth and then just drink it by the cup. When Marla was, and Robert came over for dinner a couple of weeks ago, we had a little bone broth bar, and we had things out that you could put in it. We had sriracha and some cilantro, some limes, a little coconut butter. It was quite delicious, and it can be really quite satisfying, and it helps your skin, helps your nails, helps heal your gut with all the L-glutamine that's in there naturally, and it's good stuff. So that is everything that I have on my list. Listen, if you want to send in questions, I love it when you send in questions. I love answering your questions and helping you any way that I can. Just send them into support@savingdinner.com. We'll do the same thing again next week, next Friday. Monday I give away the book, so share this video. That's how you get these books sent to you. We choose a winner every Monday. And what was the other thing that that's right. Dinner Answers is on sale. That's right. Dinner Answers is on sale. And this is you have to just check it out. Just go to savingdinner.com, click on Dinner Answers. There's a little video there that'll tell you all about it. And I narrate it, and it's all it's all it's kind of in a Dr. Susie thing. It's kind of fun and cute, I think. And you can get this for $20 off. All you have to do when you check out, when you're buying it for the year, that is. So when you're checking out, all you have to do is write in back to school for the little promo code, and we'll take $20 off, and that is a steal and a deal. Okay? Marla said, my hair looks amazing. Thanks, Marla. I appreciate that. 6 inches, you guys. I had 6 inches. You should have seen that place when I left. It looked like he'd been, shearing sheep. There was stuff everywhere. It was crazy. Okay, so there you go. That's the big news of the day. And next, well, let's see. Today's Friday. I'll be on the weekend sometime. I'll let you know. I should just be on the weekend. I'm going to be home anyway, right? You want to see me on the weekends, don't you? Anyway. Don't forget, Marla's going to be around at 3 o'clock for tea time, so go to the Fly Lady here on Facebook for tea time, and I'm going to go put my kettle on when I get home. So almost home, driving home, we're on our way. We're about 10 minutes from home. So anyway, have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and I'll see you at tea time, okay? Bye-bye.